I'm working on this video set. I think it's time to really do it. I think I would like, I took some time here the last couple weekends. I mean, one of them to just upgrade some of the stuff. I need to start using revision control and things like this, especially that I'll need if I clone the server. Then I got a little bit of what they call the wild hair, but I think it was a good idea where I am making a rating system. I've made it. I'm working on the database part that'll crunch the numbers and show you how it got rated. But it's that kind of an instant rating, right? So when you're watching the video, you click that you like it right then, and it records that you like it right then if you hold it down a long time or whatever. Or you can click dislike. And as I've been saying before with rating systems, I mean, like and dislike. Actually, the button says like and no like. But that's just the easiest first one to do. Really, you could have buttons that are, that it's informative, misinformative, or you don't need to have contrasting buttons. But I was kind of thinking of having pairs. It's all working with the statistics streaming back to the C++ server that's keeping them. It's not storing those. That'll be easy to do. But what I'm working on right now is turning that into a graph. You have to have a way to basically histogram it and whatever, you don't care. So the thing is, though, I want to, with my server, I want to, and maybe I'll start a second one to use as a production server is what I think, and then start a second one. Because I was thinking I was willing to try to get, $40, $50 web server to try this idea, and it's just $20. So actually, what am I thinking? If I leave up that one as like a production server, I can just start another server when I want to use it. I won't even have to pay the $20. That's interesting. So yeah, you can even start those big servers. It's interesting stuff. Okay. Excuse me. On the other hand, I have to stop smoking. Okay. But so what I'm saying, though, is I felt a little bit delayed by that, but I think it's good to have that. Then I'll be back to, oh yeah, and then also the other thing besides like revision controls, I made it so that there's a clear spaces for different users, and I did some groundwork so that we'll be able to track how much resources people are using. And see, at that point, I would like to have some other, like 3 or 4 other people maybe using that server. And so I have a little rating thing, which is sort of reason to watch the video at that site. And I have, if I get this working, I'll put up this video of, well, Obama or whatever, but I have a clip of Obama and let people rate it or something as a test. What I like to do is be done with that whole little set of stuff that I said, and then I'd be ready to share this server with a few other people, and these 2 features is that one, the rating, and then the other thing is it'll upload the video to YouTube. And by the way, I won't be uploading the low quality one. What I'll do is I'll just cross-load. Whatever you upload, I'll upload to YouTube, and then I'll do the video conversion just for my site. But I wanted to do that as a test. Well, because one thing, it's quicker to cross-load if you reduce the size of the video first, but it does reduce the quality, so we won't do that. And then I could see how many people that supports. And then the thing is, as far as this growing organically and being a people-controlled way of doing this video network, if we get a few things down pat, just a group of 5, 10 people even, but it'd be best to have like 100, 150, all discussing and commenting and whatnot, rating. Then indexing, helping organize as I add structured conversation features. It's set up to be able to grow like wildfire. I saw a program, I saw Ian Crossland seems to be endorsing or involved with or doing something like this he just announced. I still subscribe to him, and I watch like 1 in 10 of his videos, so I watched this one. And I guess they have some crowdfunding kind of site going on where they look like they wanted $50,000 or something. Well, the thing with this is that we can make plans assuming this component will work, in the sense that if it doesn't work, we're not going to put $100,000 in to find that it fails, right? If it doesn't work, we'll find out, you know, within $60 a month with 3 of these servers. No, they don't really talk to each other, but they will. It's simple. I'm close to that part. You see what I mean? So like every server has this C++ daemon that's running on it. And it collects all the video information of what's going on in that server. Another server also has that. They get in touch with each other. When they wake up, they'll go to whatever the central server, I mean, currently it's the photogami.org number, but whatever, it goes to that server. And, anyway, and ask it for videos. You see, so when one of the sites gets a new video, it can tell or be asked by another one of these daemons about that video. And it gets a little bit of information, this CAPTCHA. But instead of having a local URL for the video, it has the URL pointing back to that other server. So if somebody comes to my site and sees that, you know, conference report replied to my video, and they click on the reply and it comes up at my site, but it'll be streaming it from its source site. And as we grow bigger and bigger, you know, we can start to mirror. We'll see how much extra space we have, like if there is and whatnot, and how we want to mirror. So I might have actually, when I get that little bit of information that there's a new video with a URL, I might pull that video over and put it locally. And this is the potential of this design is pretty good. And what facilitates it, I mean, it'll take some good programming, but that's not really the issue. The issue is that the standards, allowing you to do this on a standards basis, a non-encumbered, non-patent encumbered, non-needing an Adobe Flash Media server, not, you know, just being able to do it with open source, basically. That's what's new. That's why there's an opportunity right now. And I think we should really do this. And these kinds of organic networks is really how we should do all of these things. You know, the original design of email is you were running an email server on your workstation. It's relaying mail. You know, now I don't think we're going to go back to that. We don't want people to have their computers on and act as servers. It's better for it to have no responsibilities like that. But when you have an account online, it should still be on something that's organized kind of that way. You see what I'm saying? Facebook should be organized this way. It'd be a bunch of little Facebook that, you know, groups of friends and families have contributed to the network. There's tons of space in there to allow people for free to do it. And as long as the costs are low, as long as you get to be a founding member, a supporter of a network like that for costs as low as $20 a month or even just a couple dollars a month, then, well, like for example, this $1 a month idea, that is meant to pay for you and the, you know, few hundred people per, and you know, and 100 people per video, let's say, make it modest to overdo how far the resources will go, right? So you're already paying for people to view the video voluntarily. But I figure, well, if you run out of those views, a viewer wants to see it, you know, you can set your server to say, well, we don't have any more space for free view. We used up our free space. You know, give $1 and you can watch all the videos you want. That $1, because that person doesn't make videos, goes even further, right? That could support margins of giving things for free. And then people that are actually invested, like me, in this hobby, where I've done this kind of thing, you know, on YouTube for whatever, over 6 years, and just online discussion for, yeah, I know it's worth some of my, you know, resources to fund something if it could actually have, you know, I feel like we got 75-80% of what we need out of the communication medium, doing it the way we're doing it now with advertisers. And I think that last 10, it's like in software we say the last 10% takes 90% of the time. And it's kind of like that. So it's like it's the last 10%, it's easy to say, I'll just use the free stuff. But it's an important last 10%. I think it is. And it doesn't mean, if it's not important for millions of people, I don't care. I just want something sustainable on a small scale. So if it's only 5,000 people in the world that think that last 15% of, you know, proper structure to the conversation is important, that's fine with me. You know, so other people that say, well, no, for this to be a good thing, it has to be super popular. Well, okay, I can tell you how that can be too, depending, I mean, as far as the technology, not what the content's going to be. But this is going to be very organic. This is going to be a very easy way. This system is the kind of thing that you could do a big event, and you just pay for the 2 days you're running that event to have servers that would cost $10,000 a month, but you only got them for couple days, so it costs you $300. You see what I'm saying? This is very empowering, actually, for small scale people to do big scale things over small scale times, or organically funded things over long periods of time. And I'm an engineer, I'm not a marketer. I don't popularity and stuff. That's what we put up there. But anyway, that's right. What I was going to say is, what are the minimal? So my minimal things right now is I'm making a little tool that makes it worthwhile to come to the site to watch the video, because you can rate it in this other way, little novelty. And I automatically upload the video to YouTube. So hopefully there'll be people that want to try it out, given that it'll upload their stuff to YouTube. It shouldn't make it more difficult, right? So on the other hand, there's a little bit of a different thought process there, so probably somebody motivated and seeing something better than what we have now with the free advertisement funded communications.